was days ago. Beautiful.
Yeah. So what's
Yeah, you know
happening?
how people are.
What's
Film boy,
happening with
you
accusations about you then, Steve?
okay? Film boy, for example, the first negative energies or responses I was getting on YouTube was because my interaction with Johnny Woodsman. It started off like I was acting like a big brother sort of counselor character, and then it turned into a bit of a regular communication. So there was more communication and communication, and we developed a YouTube friendship. With this, there was more communication, so that upset a lot of people. Then I don't know if you go through your chats, but when you had this Burger Queen on your panel so many times, it came to my attention. I told you I'd never tuned into the cesspit before because there was all the screaming and shouting, too many people, too much confusion. I remember telling you this and then I see this Irish fella from local community where I grew up in County Cork. So I reached out to him in your chat, like reached out to him directly, and he ignored me. Eventually, he made his own channel, okay? And he invited me onto his channel. So I went to his channel because he kept coming to my channel, invited me to his channel. So I went to his channel. I started communicating with him. And then all of a sudden, I started recognizing that there was a negative aura around that channel. So I avoided it. And then all of a sudden, I hear from DG Backup Live when Fighting Irish was there. And he mentioned this family name and it's associated with this boy. Now, I've always told him, go and talk to your family up the hill from Clonakilty Garda Station. Go and talk to your family in Skibbereen. Go and talk to your family in Cork Prison. I always told him this. I always treated him like an individual not connected to negative things that had happened to me personally. So anyways, from that then, I became a target because not only I associated myself with one of the YouTube negative persons. Yeah, a lot of people complain about certain Johnny Woodsman. For me, he's a harmless fellow with a gutter mouth. Yeah, and if he talked like that around me, I would slap him like fucking cup the fuck on. Do you get me? Yeah, I would. Like that's me. Yeah, old school rules. You carry your weight. So for me, it's kind of like I left myself wide open because I'm honest. I'm sharing my truth. I'm sharing my life. I'm sharing my name. Okay. So when people want accusations, yeah, I came onto YouTube because my name and character was being attacked by Nick Williams almost 1 year, dating back 1 year ago, Halloween time. But definitely from March, it became public on YouTube. Ever since then, I've given my life on YouTube. So people are nitpicking, listening to this.
I think that Nick turned on you when you promised him an holiday. He said he was going to pay you, and then that you'll march him to the cash machine to draw money out of the bank.
He wasn't on holiday. He wasn't here on holiday. He was going to be renting my bus. Okay, he was going to be paying me for a carer's allowance. I was going to be caring for him, running up and down the hill, collecting shopping and stuff. I was going to be making documentary, doing all the hard work in the gardens, and he was going to be helping me, right? Now, I understood for the last year and a half or 2 years that I was in communication with him on Facebook. Okay, long history. It can all be shown and it can all be fucking proved and tested, yeah? For me, there was complete neutralness. He wanted to help me by me helping him. He wanted to give up and round up with all this abduction stuff with missing people. He wanted to encourage me with a new project, this natural mountain, rather than the negative environment where he is. I showed him that that's a negative environment where he is, where he invited me. And he agreed that eventually that was the negative place. And there's no point in putting all the money into that environment when an environment can be here, which is more of what he came here to Spain for, and definitely what I love in Spain. You understand me? So based on that, he was trying to buy in. He was trying to buy into where I'm doing and what I'm living. When he made clear, and this can be in record, this is Ronan's channels now, he has said quite clearly, I had his last money. I took the last money that he had for many a months. He survived all Christmas with no money. So if he was coming here to rent the bus and to pay me wages and to buy the food and things that are needed, if he was going to be paying for all that, how is it he had no money all over Christmas? I only took 600 euros from him. That was what he promised. That is what he came for many weeks. That is what he promised. That is what his ideas were.
Yeah, he was only there for a week.
Yeah, no, he wasn't. He was here less than 20 hours. He was here less than 24 hours.
Yeah. He said he was less. He says he went for the day, came home. He said you marched him to the bank and you took £600 off him. You won't let him go.
I did march him. I did march him. Yes, I did march him to the bank. Yeah, because he was here.
You took £600 off him. Says you kept him in the mountain. You kept him up in the mountains. You tied him up in the tent until then you marched him to the bank and took 600 quid off him.
No, that's incorrect. That's incorrect. Now, if I can tell you how it happened for me, right? He came. I collected him with a man from the village and a van because he asked me to sort out transport to collect him because he was extending time. He's wasting. He's seen my teeth falling out. He's seen me climbing up and down mountains. You have a look at my YouTube, not my YouTube, my Facebook, and it is all there. If you have a look at my personal messages, it is all there. I promise you straight up now, right? So what happened was we went and collected him. All the way, we passed many shops, many shops, many opportunities. He had to buy food. He didn't. He arrived here with a load of junk. I seen the fella that drove him, that collected him. I seen him getting paid by him. Okay, he paid that man. When I went to the village with that man to see him down this road safely, I came back up by foot. Okay, when I came back up by foot, he was already sleeping in my bed. I woke him up. Okay, so when we had a smoke, he passed me some RSO, some oil that he makes. When I said nah, after one or two tokes, I said nah, that's fucking horrible. When I went to my bed, I went sour with no blankets in a cold house that I'm not familiar with because I'd be sleeping in my bus with all my blankets, but he's sleeping on my blankets. So, cut a long story short, I wake up in the morning, I sort out the dogs, I sort out my garden and stuff, and I comes up with a coffee and my materials and enough to share with him. But I didn't bring him up coffee. We have a conversation
I'm not bothered about the coffee. I'm not bothered about the coffee. I'm not bothered about shopping. I want to know why you took £600 off him.
I'm getting to that. We had a conversation for a few hours. It got high rate. He got hysterical. I give him some backslash. I'm reaching for me back doors to open the doors, blah, blah, blah. That was just a defense. He was getting all hysterical and kicking out on me as I reached through. I'd asked him about 6 times to open the back door because the sun was heating up. The sun was coming up. It was heating the bus up. It was like midday at this point. It was all getting hot and intense. Yeah. Next thing you know, he offers me his bank card. And I said, I'd snap your bank card up. I'm not here. You're not here for money. I'm not wanting your money. I'd snap your bank card up. You keep your bank card. He tried throwing like 100 euros at me or something. And fucking, you have my fucking money. You have my fucking money. I said, no, I tell you what you do. You'll march down the road like I do every fucking day, 3 times a day, carrying dog water. I go down and I carry up dog water, 24 to 30 liters a day. That's what I was doing this time last year. He seen me doing that because I made video recordings on free Facebook for my friends. Okay, so check this out then. I march him down. Yes, we do march. We are marching down. It's hot. I'm hungry. He's hungry. We get down to the village. I show him where everything is. He goes around to the cash point. He comes back to me where I'm sat down, where I don't see the cash point. He gives me the money. I count it. There's not all the money that he said there was. So I said, that's not all of it. He gives it to me. Now I'm old school. I'm ratty. I'm hungry. So all of a sudden, I've got the money. I said, I'm going to eat in that restaurant where I know there's a good burger, good chips for 7 or 8 euros. He says, oh, I'll come with you. Okay, fine. We sits down. He says, order for me what you're ordering. I ordered a burger and chips. He starts, and the Tinto Brano each. He spits out Tinto Brano. He says, I'm not drinking that. You're trying to poison me. I don't do alcohol. We eating. He eats his burger. Boom, 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 boom. Then he starts screaming at me. I've got no teeth. I'm trying to eat the burger. I'm about halfway through the burger. He's screaming at me. Blah, 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 blah. I'm going up to the bus. I'm collecting my things and I've had enough. I'm not going through with this. He went all hysterical me in public. So he came up here on his own. He collected his things. He was back down in the village within a few hours. I seen him on the beach. I seen him sleeping in the fucking toilet down on the beach. I swear down now. I fucking made sure he was okay because I know that a lot of people go in that place and they get robbed. So I said to him, listen, man, yeah, these people know me. I'm a friend of yours. So please respect, yeah, you're at peace, yeah. I've met these people who are fucking there's bad characters. I know who they are. If I'm around, you're okay. So in the morning
Right,
we meet up, we have breakfast.
let's get to the
Without
point.
breakfast,
Where did the
without
£600
breakfast,
come into it? Let's get to the point. Where's the £600 coming to it?
pardon?
For a day? Where's the £600?
Well, that's what I just said. From me telling him that I'd break up his bank card when he was laid in my bed still after midday, when I said to him I'd break up your bank card, I'd rather see you marching down the fucking road and give me that money, and then you can walk up and you know what effort it is to walk that distance for what effort. Next thing you know, we get down to the village. I show him all the village shops. I show him everything in the village. I show him the bank. He goes to the cash point. He comes back. He gives me the money. Okay, I count it. It's not all of it. I said, where's the other bit? Where's the full money that you promised me? He reaches into his back pocket.
Listen, he's not even stopping there. He ain't even been there a day, but he's still wanting the money off him. What the fuck's all that about?
Right then, wait a minute, please. Because he never said he was leaving until we were eating the burgers. As far as I was aware, he was staying. There was nothing bad between us.
Why did you want £600 in advance?
He promised me. He promised me. He wrote in text. He gave me those ideas. He put those fucking things in my head, not me.
So why did you want the £600 off him on the first day?
Because I had dogs that needed passports, microchip, vaccinations. I'm too long minding these dogs.
You've had donations for that. You've had donations for that. People donated.
No, this is last year. This is last year, man. This is last year. I wasn't on YouTube. I wasn't begging.
Right. So,
I wasn't in this very disgrace. I had an accident.
So how much did you have off him? £600.
Like I said, he gave me the monies when he went to the cash point. He gave me the monies. I counted it. It wasn't all there from the agreed amount. So
how much was there?
I don't remember exactly. I counted through it. It wasn't all there. I remember I said to him, it's not all there. He reached into his back pocket. He pulled it out, whether it was his wallet or it was just his money. He gave it to me. I was sitting down. He was sitting down. I said, I'm going to eat a burger. There's a nice restaurant there. I've had burger once or twice. It's nice. He said, can I join you? I said, come. We're nice and peaceful. Then after he ate the burger, he went all psycho and hysterical. And that's when he decided he wasn't up for renting this bus no more. When he recognized...
I take it the dogs are all vaccinated and shit now.
Yes, they are. Yes. Since about 2-3 months ago. Yeah, I finally got it done. 2 years caring for these dogs. I finally got it done. Yeah. I've collected loads of rainwater in the drape. Hello, Ministry. Hello, GG, back up.
I tried to get on to Zara's to talk to you earlier, but she fucking blocked me. Yeah, you know, I've always got fucking time for you, and you know, we talk, you know, regularly on panels. But after last night's stream, I was contacted by fucking Ronan this morning. And he said he's giving you 2 or 3 opportunities, an invite to go on his show on your own and give a proper account of your side of the story. Now, last night you said that he wouldn't let you.
No.
He contacted me personally this morning to say that he's giving you the opportunity. You know, I'm not.
He has had me on his show. He has had me on his show.
You know, I like talking to you, and I've got your back, but.
The message that I was sharing,
panels, but you know, Ronan personally getting in touch with me, you know, I had to bring it up. Ministry.
I can show you the Facebook messengers. I can show you. Yeah, he has received messages from me. He has. I can show you. Lucifer has sent messages on my behalf. The screenshots of all the messages between myself and Nick. He has been communicated. But Ronan blocked me on April Fool's Day because I sent him a joke. I sent that joke to many peoples, and he took it as an offense. Yes, I have been on his show. Yes, I have been on his show. Yes, I have been on Lucifer's show. And the masked detective was there.
The way the masked detective was yeah, the way he said it was that he'd given you the opportunity to go on your own and give your side of the story over 2 or 3 episodes. You know what I mean?
Okay. Okay. My main message to Ronan was he did not do any research.
But you know, we spoke about this last night, and then Ronan got in contact with me this morning, so you know I had to bring it up, like you know.
Okay. Ronan never contacted me privately. Ronan blocked me privately. Ronan only wanted it publicly. Ronan had every opportunity, but he never investigated even. He never done no research. No matter how much I gave him, he didn't do any research. And he says loud and proud, he doesn't pay attention to emails and comments and stuff. He doesn't look through it 100% because he gets so many. So it's a simple mistake.
Right,
let's
get to the fucking convictions in court now. When you
Film boy, cheers for having me. I got to jump off. I'm waiting for a phone call from my missus.
Yeah, no worries, Ministry of Respect.
Thanks for having me on.
Respect to you and yours.
Cheers. Nice one, DG. Back up. Big up, mate. See you again, Steve.
Yeah, respect.
In a bit.
Yeah, let's go back to these accusations, Steve, when you slapped a woman then.
Okay. What do you want to know?
Right, you were saying that you got NFA'd for it in Republic of Ireland. There's no NFAs in Republic of Ireland, is there? So you can't have been NFA'd for it. You said you got summoned to court for it, but then you said you'd never been interviewed by a policeman or at a police station, and that when you got summoned to court, that was the first time you know about it. Now, sounds a bit fucking fishy to me, that does.
I can honestly say to you, Film Boy, okay? Film Boy, I can say it to you and yours, okay? I can honestly say. Right. I was living Drumclock East, Bantry. Drumclock East, Bantry. I was living there. I received a letter in the post that I was summoned to court for such accusations. I appeared to court and I came out of court a free man with nothing attached. Nothing attached whatsoever. I promise you that.
I just don't use the word like that. Do you know what I mean?
Your vocabulary, like the vocabulary used of NFAs, that's what I've been listening to on YouTube, okay? Acros and stuff, that's what I've been listening to on YouTube. Never in my life have I heard anything like that. But I can honestly say most charges that I received in Ireland, I was summoned to court by a post in the mail. Okay, in the mail, a letter. You open the letter and it comes out of the fucking thing, black and white. You got to go to court. You know? Seriously. If I was, you know, County Cork. Bantry,
why is this Nick saying that you tortured him up on the mountain for an hour before you marched him to the bank?
I think it was about 3 hours. I was talking to him, actually. You know how I can talk. You know how I can talk.
Torturing him, apparently.
You've seen how I talk and how I react. So I mean, based on that, would you want to antagonize me in a confined space?
I didn't say talk. I said torture, bro. You were apparently torturing.
Okay. Hello, DG. Back up. You're very quiet.
Can you hear me?
I said you were torturing him. You were torturing him 3 hours.
Oh yeah, I know, Film Boy. Yeah, I was saying hello to DJ Backup.
Yo, let's get to the torturing bit then, where you was torturing him for 3 hours. What was all that about? Why torture him?
Talking, telling him to open the back door, talking to him, fucking sit here, have a look at the pig trails, have a look at the goat trails, have a look at the fucking nature that's around. Why are you in bed?
I didn't say talk, bro. I didn't say talk. I said you tortured him.
Okay, what's torture? If you don't want to listen to somebody, that's torture.
How you doing, Steve?
Hello, dog.
How you doing? Film Boy, haven't been on for a while. I'm just very interested in the conversation and listening to Steve. Steve, I don't know what kind of person you are. You could be the biggest strong one in the world. I don't know. You could be the biggest right one in the world. I don't think so. But I'll tell you something. Your knowledge of the police and how the court system works, you must have made it up in your own head because you're full of shit when it comes to the courts in Ireland. Listen to me. And when it comes to, and I've been to fucking courts, I've also been to jail now, so please listen to me. An NFA, you were talking about it, which no further action does not happen in a court of law. Never even gets to a court, never even gets to a summons. It gets you brought back to a police station. It gets you, let me finish, it gets you brought back to a police station, and it's there, done there and then, no further action. You said last week that you went into a court and the judge said he didn't even know why you were there. You tried to defend every question that was put to you. I don't know what you're doing over in Spain. You could be picking fucking grapes for all I know. You look after dogs, I think that's a great thing. But listen, when it comes to the Irish law and police stations and NFAs and courts and stuff, yes, people are sometimes summoned to court for minor charges. They're brought to court. The judge doesn't say no further action. Doesn't say no further action. I don't know where you got that from. You pulled that out of your arse and tried to make it true. That's not true, mate. It doesn't work like that. I'm not showing you disrespect. I'm just telling you I'm from Ireland. I've been in trouble both sides of the fucking border, mate. And things like that don't happen. Don't happen.
Thank you.
That's a fucking fairy tale.
Dogman, you speak truth. Listen, you speak truth. You speak truth, Dogman. Can I just say something?
Absolutely. And I still let me finish. What I'm saying is, go on.
Okay, right. I'll big you up there, Dogman. Dogman, you spoke truth, right? When I said, yes, NFA, right? This is a language that has been given to me via YouTube. It's a language that is familiar around YouTube. It's not a language that's familiar to me.
They don't use YouTube language in the court of law. They don't use YouTube language in the court of law in any fucking world, any court in any land in the fucking world. So let's get away from YouTube. Let's get away from YouTube. I heard your story.
Dogman.
I heard the narrative you put out there. So go on.
Dogman, I'd never heard of fucking NFAs. I'd never heard of fucking acros and stuff like that. But it was the simplest thing, the simplest connection that I recognized. My head's simple in things like that, man. Give me some credit, please.
Yes, I will give you some credit. I'll send you £15 credit for your mobile phone or your StreamYard. But I'll tell you this. There you go again. You're not answering the question. You'd actually make a good politician. You're full of shit, mate. You're full of shit. I don't know what you've done wrong. I don't know what you've done right. But I'll tell you what. Whatever lie you're telling, it must be something you want to hide. For the simple fact is, you also said that one person tried to burn your face. Then three people came to your house. You didn't have a house. You were in a fucking tent. 3 people came to your house. And then listen, then the whole fucking town came to your house. If the whole town was to come to my house, and by the way, pass this on to your fucking friend, who's from the county you're talking about. I'm not going to mention its name, but it's a princess and sits on a fucking wall. Let me tell you, nice Steve, you're covering up something. I don't know what it is. I only come on to say hello to Film Boy, but I listened to you last week. I spent some time with my family, like my missus and my kids. I took quite time, and I come on with, and all I've heard, I've listened to a few chats back. I've listened to Cesspit. I love the Cesspit. I've listened to Anything Goes, the lads, all the people who I love and the people who I couldn't care less about. But mate, I'm going to tell you now, I'll put it to you. Don't be picking me up. I'm just on here like everybody else. Sometimes I spit shit, but 99% of the time I talk facts. I'm also a born cunt, but I can be a funny cunt. But let me tell you something now when it comes to the law, because I broke the law more times than fucking Jesus Christ I can put in paper. But they don't know that. They only got me a few times. But I've never in my life, mate, heard of an NFA in a court. I've never heard of a judge or a magistrate turning around saying to the defendant, why are you here? I don't know nothing about it. So, and you said back to him, I don't know either. So why the fuck did you turn up to court in the first place? Answer me that, or answer the panel that. And I'll put another thing to you. There is stuff about you in the paper, and you were in court, and you did do stuff. So stop talking shit, tell the truth, and people will think more of you. If you're not a fucking rapist, or you didn't abuse a child, or you didn't beat the fuck out of women, then there's a chance. But if any of that stuff that's out there to read, and you're going to try and talk your way out of it, by saying you got NFAs and the judge didn't know what he was talking about, what you were talking about, you're full of shit. Now listen, I'm off out of here because he's a wrong'un. He's a fucking wrong'un.
No, I'm not. No, I'm not. No, I'm not.
You are.
No, I'm not. There's nothing in the newspaper about me about things like that. I've rioted. I've fucking been arrested for what? I've been arrested for weed.
You see if you stole something from me and I seen you, I can see a fucking thief. But I'll tell you now, you've told too many lies to be trusted. You've told too many lies to be trusted. You say you're not knowledgeable, you don't know anything, but yet you're in the mountains surviving what most men couldn't do.
Dogman. Dogman.
So,
Dogman,
go on.
How many of my lives have you tuned into? How many of my lives have you tuned into and watched and listened to from start to finish?
I'm going to tell you something now. When I'm on a channel, not a channel. I'm on Facebook, guaranteed 5 days a week live. You'll see me in the video. Listen, you'll see me in the videos and stuff. It's all business related. There's horses, there's dogs. You just see
Can
me
you
fucking
find me
about.
on Facebook, Dogman? Can you send me on Facebook, right? Send me a friend request, okay? I'd gladly add you. Please, I have a greater diary on Facebook dating back many years, okay? That is on Facebook. There's my life history before I came onto YouTube.
Listen,
okay?
we're not plugging channels. We're not plugging other channels. We're getting to the fucking point of what's happened. I'm more bothered about.
I'll tell you,
I'm more bothered about the £600 what you took off a vulnerable man when he weren't even in your camp.
A vulnerable man.
Tell us man, you say. Hold on. Who giggled there? Who giggled in the background about the £600?
Me.
Well, do you know something, Steve? You're not gaining any fucking brownie points here. I'll tell you something.
I'm not in the brownies. I'm not in the Girl Guides. I don't need brownie points.
You know something, mate? Sometimes it's nice to gain a little bit of respect from people. And I don't know anything about a £600. As I say, I haven't been on. Phil and Boy, I heard him asking 3 or 4 times.
He's admitted to it. He marched the guy to the
shared my truth.
I've tortured him. I got sent a private email. I sent it to Fighting Irish, and he's been fucking tortured for fucking. He got tortured for 2 hours up in the mountains before he actually withdrew the money out for him.
Steve, is there any of them allegations what Phil and Boys just put to me, mate, about you? Is there any truth in any of that whatsoever?
He just admitted it. He says it's true.
Right. Can I say something now? What is torture?
What's torture? Listen, for me, torture is getting taken into a fucking station or a jail and getting the cunt knocked out of me. But it's also if I'm a vulnerable person. Torture is not being able to defend myself and somebody preying on me, somebody threatening me, somebody standing beside me, somebody not leaving me alone, somewhere I'm out of my comfort zone, somewhere where somebody's promised me I'm going to be safe, I'm going to be looked after. I'll tell you this, I can't make a threat. I won't add you on Facebook. But for you to actually do something like that, 600. What did somebody get €600? What did you do for them? What did you do for them?
Walked up the mountain and marched them back down for 600.
For starters,
2011, he got done for it and a fucking woman. That's what he was up in court for. Then his rumour.
Who was?
You
Who was? Not me. Not me. No, I wasn't. Oh no, I wasn't. 2011, I was in jail for fucking rioting on Stokes Croft blood.
Well, what year
St.
was
Paul's,
it?
Bristol. St. Paul's, Bristol. I was fucking fighting with the police. That's why I went to jail, you fucker. How dare you now? How dare you now?
Steve, calm down. Listen. If you're telling the truth, there's no need to get angry, mate. There's no need for you to get angry and shut up, boy.
What year was it? What year was it?
Have a look. Stokes Croft riots, Tesco, Bristol. You're the one with the computer. You're with the computer. You can flat screen it. You can put it up on big screen and we can talk about it. Put it up on the screen and we can see it. Type in your computer, put it up on your screen. Stokes Croft riot,
Tesco's. Not bothered about Tesco's. Couldn't give a fuck. What year did
you get to the woman? What year are you referring to? Your information is nitpicking. Your information is nitpicking.
I'll give you a couple of years.
My truth is on my channel.
Steve,
My
you
truth
tell me.
is on my
You
channel.
tell me. I'm going to ask you, Steve. I'm not going to go to your channel just yet, but I would like to see your Facebook channel. I would like to read more into you. You sound very interesting.
Nobody wants to go on his channel. Nobody wants to go on his channel.
Good luck, film boy. Good luck, film boy. You've been talking shit in the shit picture, boy. I'm cheap.
No, listen, Steve.
The fucking stars and looking fucker running about on mountains, fucking fingering dogs' bumholes, wearing fucking nappies, the little fucking tramp. Because that's exactly what he does. Shags dogs and fucking fingers his bumhole and fucking walks about in nappies because he's a fucking tramp. He got done he got done for it in a woman, right? A woman says he set fire. He says he went to slap the lighter out of her hand and he hit her around the face. He got done for it in the fucking woman. And 2 years earlier, prior to that, he got done for attempted fucking rape.
Well, Felon Boy, the thing is...
That's what I was coming to, but he refused to listen. He tried changing the narrative by talking about testing.
Well, I'm glad to come on, Felon Boy. I'm actually glad you had him on, mate. And to be honest with you, don't have him on again, mate. He doesn't deserve a fucking panel. He doesn't deserve to have a fucking somewhere to sit. Because I'll tell you something, he's got a dark fucking history, mate. A dark history.